This is a quick home inspection overview of 34530 South Davis Street. I want to start right here on the street. This tree right here should be trimmed or removed because it's encroaching onto the street. So that's will be one of the things to take care of. On the exterior of the house, we're going to do around, and then we'll do the roof, and then we'll take a look at the basement and finishing the basement. So exterior, roof, interior, and then basement. So some of the slab on the exterior here are cracked and would need to be either repaired with an epoxy or with a concrete mix. So going around here is these columns. If there's no use for them, suggestion would be that they get removed. So obviously to protect against a possible trip hazard, especially in the middle of the night. So that would be the suggestion on that. The electrical panel we suggest that is labeled. So it's missing the label here, and I looked inside also. It doesn't have a main shadow switch. The window has some gaps at the bottom of the window sills, and also that's in that one and on this one as well. So we might require for them to be sealed. Then we have a piece of metal on this side of the Arizona room here, and that is suggested that it is basically sealed. There's gaps in there. There's gaps in here as well. So you might have bird and pest intrusion into the attic area. The attic is not accessible because of the type of construction. So this is a package unit. It is gas and also electric, gas for heating, and electric obviously for the air conditioning unit. It's a newer unit, and it has the new refrigerant 410A. So you could clearly see that it's fairly new based on the serial number and based on the condition of the unit. Based on the serial number, it looks like 2022. Okay, so coming around here again, a couple more of the concrete slabs might need to be repaired on the walkway. So going up the roof, the roof is not in bad shape. It is roll composite roof and also asphalt shingles. So as we go up, see the condition of the roof. These turbines, this one here was off and I put it on, so it's rotating again. But this one here is it needs to be adjusted and centered and secured because it's damaged. Obviously, the turbines are for basically to air the attic for air circulation out to the roof. So again, this one comes on and off, so it might need to be secured, and then this one has to be repaired or replaced. So now let's go down and go to inside the house. All right, coming inside the house, we'll start right here in the Arizona room. Some of the panels here below the window, or the window sills, they seem to have termite damage in there. There's also some termite damage on the frame of this door frame for the Arizona room, which the door is missing. This door right here should be either condemned or maybe a drywall put in here. The panel on this door is damaged because people could open this door and end up downstairs, and we need a set of stairs on that. Okay, so let's go inside. We go all the way around and we end up in the kitchen. So as you walk, you could hear the floor squeak throughout the structure. So before they put up the laminate, they should have secured the floor to eliminate the floor for making noise as you walk and the squeak. So the sounds makes those noise here, noise over here in the living room, It makes noise up here. And also there's a change in elevation here, sort of a transition, so you can hear this squeaking here. So that the boards need to be secured underneath. In this bathroom, basically the mirror here is loose, needs to be secured. The cover, toilet seat cover, it is really loose, also needs to be secured. And then on the lights and switches, we have a gap in between the drywall and the wall mounted switches, so it would be good if they're finished. The filter for the air conditioning package unit will need to be replaced. It is really used up and a lot of debris in it. This fan in the living room will need to be adjusted because it does make a lot of noise when it's in use. The cabinets here, the doors and drawers would need to be adjusted. This also, we need a exhaust hood because obviously when you're cooking, there will be steam and grease, and then it needs to be either exhausted out or with a recirculating filter. So a suggestion here is for an exhaust hood. It seems to have been previous water damage underneath, but it was repaired, so that's not a problem. This could be considered cosmetic chips and small damages onto the kitchen sink. The suggestion would be installation of wall-mounted cabinets at any rate. All right, so let's go down to the basement. As we get to the basement, this frame right here has some termite damage. Also inside here, there's some termite damage on that wood up there, and all these supports for the flooring, they needed to be on metal brackets, not in contact with the ground, to prevent against termites. Then as we head down to the basement, coming down the stairs, 3 or more steps, we need a handrail. So a handrail will be required here as we go down to the basement. I'm going to start on the beam support on the floor studs. Some of these beams are incomplete, so it will show you some type of instability. They will need to be braced when they finish like this. And also in this area right here, this beam support for the flooring joists will need to be bracketed or metal with metal and support. They should not be in contact with the ground because of termites. And then this also shows kind of instability, especially when the ground was cut away and not compacted properly. So the footings on these are really questionable. This is definitely a no-no because you're supporting the floor with something that could eventually give away like this. And then you also have beams here that are not complete. You also have some earthwork over here as well that looks very unstable, and it might just come down. Again, more support. That should not happen like this. That should not be, it's not proper. And then again, this part of the wood is in contact with the ground, and there's some termite damage there. So it looks and feels very unstable. And over here as well, some of the support is very unstable, and some of the support is not even supporting anything. As you can see, those blocks at the end, and then some of these blocks are, propped up with wood, which could bring termites and also rot. So here again shows an instability of the ground, and then you have on this sewer here, a sewer line, it seems to be leaking, and then the connection that it was done here wasn't done properly, so that would need to be looked at. There's signs of water damage from upstairs, so we have to consider what's above us and probably for sure it's from the restroom. So so probably was corrected, but again, it shows signs of water damage up there. Here we have the hot water heater. It needs the temperature relief valve connected in case of an emergency, overpressure or overheat. It needs to be to discharge. So that's that on the hot water heater. And also walking around, this door right here is missing the hardware, and it doesn't close properly. The frame is not complete, and that has to be finished. More of the beam supports, again, up here doesn't look like it's complete and finished. And some of those columns look unstable. My suggestion, contact a general contractor for evaluation and a complete overhaul of the basement support system. All right, thank you. I hope it helps.